What's the good news? That there is good news. Who's the modern believer? You are. The modern believer is an individual that believes and knows change is always happening in the world, even though we're constantly bombarded with information that tells us it's the opposite. Happy Monday. It's December 21st somehow this year, 2020, and wherever you may be, whenever and however you may be listening, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, IGTV, it's another day to be thankful to being on the right side of the ground. Really appreciate you tuning in and joining us in today's episode of The Modern Believer, the podcast that reminds us that the good news is that there is good news. I'm looking forward to enjoying this cup of coffee with you today. No, buddy, you can't drink coffee. I have my dog on my shoulders in case you're listening in audio right now. Either way, please share today's episode with one new person. And please leave feedback in the form of a review, follow, download, or share on social as well. Tag me if you share on social so I know. Starting this movement, right? Saying hi to a stranger. So today it's, part 2. So let's see how we're going to keep this going on for a while. But I encourage you to say hi to a stranger, whether it's the happy holidays or just whatever, like being normal is weird and being weird is normal. So I encourage you to step out of your comfort zone and try to make someone's day. You don't know the last time someone even smiled at them. Before we begin, though, today's burning question of the day is, how many apples grow on a tree? How many apples grow on a tree? Stay tuned to hear the answer later in the show. Before we begin, though, I encourage you to make that phone call, send that text, forgive that person, tell them that you love them, tell them that you miss them, let go of that grudge, and don't take any of it for granted, please. And let's together show more kindness, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Let's begin. Thanks, Morgan, for sharing these good news. Isn't it a great feeling when someone pays for your coffee or meal at the drive-thru lane, and then your boss just happened to say that you're doing a great job that day, and you are in a great mood, so you pay it forward? How about multiplying that by, 900? 100 miles north of Minneapolis in a town called Brainerd. This is exactly what happened at a Dairy Queen, one of 2 Dairy Queens in the entire town. Over 900 customers paid it forward on a chain that lasted 2.5 days. 900 cars. One customer even made sure the chain kept going when they left a $10 bill the night before. That way the first person's meal or ice cream or whatever would be in the next morning would make sure it gets paid to begin the chain back up. As many establishments, they are doing their part with precautions, and this definitely helped with the morale of the staff. Tina Jansen, the store manager, said it best to wrap up her interview with CNN. No matter what's going on, take care of each other, be positive, be happy, and don't focus on the negative. We'll get through it. Amen, Tina. Thank you, Aldo, for sending these good news. A restaurant owner that was famous for feeding the homeless over the years almost had to close down his restaurant. His community and neighbors had different plans, however, and together they managed to not only save his business, but raise over $300,000. Kazi Manan, owner of Sakina Halal Grill up in Washington, D.C., immigrated to the United States in 1996 with only $5 in his pocket. Having come here from a small village in Pakistan, he has made his mark in his local community by serving free meals to those in need. In 2018, his restaurant actually served over 16,000 meals alone. Within 24 hours of his GoFundMe going up, over $100,000 has been raised. He shared that it was heartbreaking for him to ask the public to come out and support him. He finished sharing his gratitude, however, by saying he promises he won't disappoint the community, that they are going to do very big things. Community supports community. Thanks, folks over at Washington, D.C. and the general area for helping that this Mr. Kazi Manan truly is living the American dream, and he's paying it forward every day. Thanks, Nicole, for sending these good news. With food security at stake, people are doing what people can. As covered by Good Morning America, this is exactly what Saratoga Broadway Deli in upstate New York is doing. They announced they will be offering a free roasted chicken to families who need one for the holidays. No questions asked. So far, they have actually given over 100 meals this holiday season. A little goes a long way, and it's their small way of saying thank you for supporting the restaurant throughout the year. How it's not the first time that they've actually given back, not only ever, but this year alone. Back in March, they were providing free lunches to kids who were relying on lunches from school. All they are asking for the chicken dinner is a first name, a phone number, and a 24-hour notice. To the owner, Daniel Cesari, and the team, thank you for loving big and expecting nothing in return during these times. The universe is always listening. Love y'all. For real. Think of one thing that you're grateful for today. If you think of more than one, that's fantastic too. Let's take a few seconds to be grateful. Today, I'm thankful for my COVID aha moment. Think about it. The entire world stopped for a few weeks earlier this year, and it looks like it's about to stop for another few weeks again. I actually wanted to release this podcast over a year ago and never got around to it. We're always on the go, 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 but we never take. It's crazy how in a week, even like I try to meditate, but I only meditate, 15 to 20 minutes a day, sometimes 30. But you accumulate that all throughout the week, and you're going, but you never give yourself a little bit of time to like relax and breathe. When's the last time you took a nice deep breath? You know what? Let's take a nice deep breath right now. Let's take a nice deep breath, okay? I should say, please, no one in front of you, COVID and social distancing. But seriously, one more deep, good breath. Think about the last time you took a deep breath. One deep breath. Hold it. Your heart rate decreases. Like you're just mellow now, right? That's awesome. Just take a deep breath, please. You deserve it. You are a king/queen. Today, I'm also thankful for all the Alyssas and Carsons out there. Happy birthday to you both. The world became a better place when you were born. Share this episode with an Alyssa or Carson that you may know. It may not be their birthday, but they should know the world became a better place when they were born. Here's today's quote. Learn to value yourself, which means to fight for your happiness. Ayn Rand. I'll repeat it. Let you think about it. Meditate on it, right? Learn to value yourself, which means to fight for your happiness. Hurt people, everyone. So instead, choose joy. Love big and expect nothing in return. Let me know what cool stuff is going on in your community or company and send me those good news that the other modern believers should be listening. That we can keep talking for hours and hours. You need to go about your day. Fly, be free. But before we go, I have to give you the answer to today's burning question of the day. Or do I? I don't know. Psych. I got you. The question was, how many apples grow on trees? How many apples grow on a tree? All of them. Hey, please reach out to chat, send more good news, and leave feedback in the form of a review, download, follow, or share on social. Share the episode to one new person today. And I can't remember if I mentioned it earlier in the episode. I'm trying TikTok out a little bit more and doing a new trend or trying to spread joy and happiness, right? I think I did say it. Either way, friendly reminder, say hi to a stranger, smile at them. You don't know the last time that they smiled. And also follow me on TikTok now, The Modern Believer. Remember, it costs $0 to be a kind human being. Thank you for joining today's episode of The Modern Believer, the podcast that reminds us that the good news is that there is good news. Make it a great day.